Hello everyone, I'm Ima. I'm currently doing this live for the second time, I guess. But today I'm not going to talk about a platform to study English. I just want to tell a story about my daily routine. Um, I think this past few weeks. So if there is one of you who has similarities in terms of your daily routines, then maybe you can share something interesting. So I'm currently building my own office called Sastra Lingua Indonesia. We are under finishing process right now. However, I think it takes some time to finish all the things that makes the building more beautiful, especially related to like the painting and then the water system and also electricity system that takes our brain. So it's not going to be a very easy process, to be honest, because there are some trial and errors that you have to do. Um, and for most of parts of the processes, I felt that it was challenging as well as it was interesting to find a new way to struggle. Well, some people might think that building an office or a building is a easy job as long as you have money. But to me, even though we have money, we have the funding, it doesn't mean that the processes will be under a really easy going process. It's going to be frustrating. In some of the periods, there are some times that I felt that I enjoy this process. I learn new things. I have this experience more than what I expect before. However, there are some times that this joy brought me to the saddest things in my learning process. I would say, like for example, I'm doing something really new in the construction process, then it doesn't work. It really distracts me a lot. It stressed me out, especially yesterday, which I spent my time like handling the water system in my office. I already planned it quite well. I think I already planned it with the construction workers on how to fix the water system in the office. However, sometimes all the plannings and also the arrangements are not going to be that smooth. There was one time that I got stuck because like the water system didn't really work properly. There was something that stuck beyond the pipe, and to me it's very distressful. um, like I couldn't expect how come this carelessness, I would say, happened to me. And it was done by the construction workers, like without any, I would say, without any shame on their work. So some of the construction workers were really careful in conducting the work. However, some of them, well, I could say maybe most of them, didn't really feel aware of what happened around the construction building. So in the next, I think in the next process of building something, I could say that first of all, let your construction workers know the place better than ever, because when they're not doing that process first, like adjusting to what is needed to be fixed or repaired or to be built in the place, then it might be misled. Okay, so that means the first process that you have to do when you are constructing an office is that making sure that your construction workers um, are aware of the situation of your building. First of all, that's the process that you have to make sure with your construction workers. And then the second thing that you have to make sure is that whether or not your construction workers understand your construction map or construction plan. Sometimes the construction workers, do not really pay attention to plan, even though we just provide the pictures or like the layout in the paper. Sometimes they just don't care about it. They just work and execute something that are on their face. Okay, however, it doesn't really work in terms of construction of an office, because when you are building an office, there must be some systems that the owner the owner himself or herself knows better than the construction workers. So I can say that the involvement of the owner, or the one who owns the building, is pretty much significant in succeeding the construction process. So when the construction workers do not know the situation of your building, they just imagine where the things are put in the place. Okay, so if you don't want them to be just sometimes guessing or predicting what is happening in the place, then you have to make sure that they know exactly where something is put or established or constructed before. Okay, and knowing that the construction workers are usually, I think, like executing their work on their own, and just listen to some of your instructions, making sure that they actually listen to you. You can speak to them like twice or thrice, I guess, just to make sure that the information we gave is correctly or properly received by the construction workers. Um, if not, then maybe some false things might happen during the process. So I think in this 7 minutes video, this is just my daily routine in the couple of weeks, I guess. So if you are having some, I think, stories about building a construction, or even maybe you are gonna share something with me about your other daily routines, then let me know in the chat box. Then I'm going to comment maybe later on, or maybe just you know have another live video. Bye bye.